Hello, so I'm Nadege. I come from Normandy and I moved in Cape Town 10 years ago. My family still live in Normandy and I've decided to give French cooking classes and then from the cooking classes I saw that it would be much nicer for the people to experience real of France. So I decided to launch cooking tours in Normandy. To introduce my clients to my family, my culture and my passion, but directly in France. At Paris Charles de Gaulle, we go and fetch the clients with my dad at the airport itself or anywhere else in Paris if clients ask me for. And then from the airport we spend the whole day traveling to Normandy. It's 4 hours drive and we stop at beautiful villages, countryside restaurant. We go and visit artisans on our way home, where my mom will wait for us with a bottle of champagne and a nice dinner prepared by her. Basically, this first day shows the rhythm of the rest of the week. So for 7 days we stay in the same place. When I say we, it's myself and the clients. And on the morning I will prepare a French breakfast, so with a big bowl of coffee, croissant and other French delicacies. And then after breakfast my dad will join us because he's the chauffeur on this tour. So, and then he will take us to various villages, fishermen villages, countryside villages. In the villages we normally stop at markets to get fresh ingredients. And then for lunchtime we will go to restaurants, different restaurants, being from a Michelin stars restaurant to bistro to brasserie. We experience a variety of restaurants, and then we also visit passionate artisans, people who make sweets, cheeses, various products. So the focus is mainly on cooking, but at the same time you discover culture, French culture, so it can also fit to people who don't like much cooking. Throughout these tours, my clients can actually experience how it is to live in France. You know, French people are very specific when it comes to food. They think food is a big part of our life, and I think cooking tours in Normandy are appropriate to discover the culture of French people. French people would not hesitate to do a few kilometers to fetch this special baguette at this special bakers, or this specific cheese, even if it is 50, 60, 70 km away from home. Cooking is very much related to, I believe, to terroir and people, and especially in France. So yes, of course, during these guided tours, my clients will meet locals. Yeah, locals are actually friends, families, and I try to change the scenery and experience each time. So one evening we will go to my friends who is a fisherman, weather permits, who will fish with him and then prepare the food with him on the evening, and then we will eat together. Next day we will go to my parents' place. They're more in the countryside, so my dad grows lots of veggies and we will include that in the dinner. And also rabbit. Rabbit in France is quite popular, and most of the people who have a kind of a small farm, they will always have rabbits. So we also include that for our dinner. It's a new experience for lots of people. One of the many focus of French gastronomy is to have fresh ingredients in the kitchen, on the plate, and because it has more nutrients and more flavors. And so French people have never left that aside, even with their busy life. I mean, you have fine markets, even in the biggest cities like Paris, daily market, where people go and fetch their ingredients for the day or for the next 2 days and prepare meals at home. So that's one of the aspects I want my clients to experience. Is every day we go to market, we pick up fresh ingredients, and we include that in our baskets, and then we use that for our cooking class on the evening. So after the day, having fun, watching people's living in villages, experiences different places. We often as well walk in the countryside, on the beach, wherever we can after our lunch to digest better. After this breath of air, then we go back home, and then we have a cooking class. If we don't go to my friend's place or family place, then on the evening we have a cooking class. So the cooking class includes the fresh ingredients that we collect during the day. It focuses on the traditional recipes, so it's always hands-on. It's a guided tour, so even in the cooking class I give advices, tips, origins of product. Well, in this case it's quite easy. Then we prepare the foods together. Once the food is ready, my parents come and join us for dinner. We all have a fantastic time. You know, Normandy, one of the fun time is the Trou Normand. Trou Normand is the shooter of Calvados. It's an apple drink. And Norman people like to have that to digest better, because it's not easy to walk during the evening at night. So we have our shooter to digest better. Often it's with songs, so we will happily sing songs with my dad, and the clients will join by the time of the end of the stay. People will pretty much know the words, and we all sing together. And that's how we end up the days until the next morning. Where I normally put traditional music, then people wake up with a French vibe. So if you are as passionate as I am about food, about people, about culture, traveling, then it will be such a pleasure to welcome you in Normandy. The gourmet tours take place from April to September every year and in every region of France. Just come along, and then we can share amazing moments together, moments around table, moments in the countryside, moments close to the beach with local people, and it will be nice to share my joie de vivre with you.